Well, away from this, two police officers have so far been identified as having taken part in the Bullion van robberies in Accra. A release signed by the Director of Police Public Affairs Directorate, Superintendent Alexander Kweku Obeng, indicated preliminary investigations have established the involvement of some policemen in this robbery attacks. The release said the gangs were behind the Kingsway incident in February, that also at Bachona on the Spintex Road in March, the Jamestown Adengo robbery, which claimed lives, including that of police officer in June, all in 2021, and then the attempted robbery at North Industrial Area last February. Further investigations are ongoing to bring those found culpable to face justice. Now, this has also now coming up, this detail has generated a lot of questions about the extreme extent of what Portia we can do in expanding, especially the scope of investigations, and then also the recruitment process for the Ghana Police Service. Adam Bona is security analyst. He joins us via Zoom. There's something that's coming up over time. Mr. Bona, good evening to you. Thank you for your time this evening. First of all, how do you react to this information we're getting now from the Ghana Police Service that with the number of Bullion van attacks we've seen, there's police involvement in there?
Well, yes. Good evening, Alfred. Yes, let me first of all congratulate the current police administration led by my good friend, Dr. Dampare, for, leading his team to crack this network of criminals. From the word go, I spoke to your network, both radio and TV, and you remember I mentioned that this looks like, some specialist, robbery that we are seeing in terms of the Bullion van attacks, especially if you take into consideration the Adedenko, that's the Jamestown, armed, Bullion van robbery. The way they did it and how swift they were able to get away. And, it was difficult to, trail and trace and neutralize them, actually meant that either it was in connivance with some people. And so I am not surprised the police, through intelligence operations, have identified two of their own people who are suspected to be involved. I am sure that in the coming days or weeks, we are probably going to also hear probably some involvement of some bank officials, because it is no secret that these robberies cannot take place without, some of these personalities. So I am not surprised at all. But you also don't forget that this particular robbery led to the infamous statement, "It is only in heaven that crimes don't take place," and which actually led to the exit of the former IGP. So I would say the current IGP is leading his team well, and I traveled. I came back today, going all the way from Accra, Takoradi,
right,
northern region, and to Wa and Issa DBI, and speaking to people. Generally, people are happy with the way the police is fighting crime.
Mr. Boda, so just like you, there are many others who are watching who are not surprised that, this is not the first time we're hearing the police involved in robberies. Okay. The most important thing is about the measures put in place to ensure that we're able to identify these miscreants in black so as to be able to ensure that the police service is discharging its duties with integrity. What do you expect from the police now that we know this has happened? What's the way forward?
Oh, it is a known, we know, it's a known secret that obviously if you look at the current police, population, almost 40,000 or so, obviously you are going to find some few miscreants there. And let me tell you what, if a very good police officer would obviously know who a criminal is. And so I am of the belief that the current dispensation, they should be able to identify the few miscreants and crooks who are working within their circle and, ganging up and robbing people on the highways, on, highway robberies and, these, high-profile crimes that are going on. I do believe that with the new wave of intelligence-led policing, chances are that they are going to arrest most of these people, and those who resist and probably would want to open fire are likely to be killed or injured. So yes, I am firmly sure that this is what we are going to see, and we are already seeing it.
The quick one. There's always a case about going back to the recruitment process to get these people to serve in the police service. Has anything changed at all in the process of recruiting people into the Ghana Police Service?
Well, yes, I think the current recruitment that they are still in the process of doing it. This time around, what I noticed was that as you speak to the politicians, what they say is that, hey, you see the new man there, he will not budge. If you try to push your people on him, he's not going to take it. And I have seen senior politicians who have expressed anger with which, why their people are not getting recruited. And I thought that it means that even though there were rigorous measures in place, now it looks like there's been some improvement. If it continues, I want to believe that it's going to be very difficult to, get a lot of them coming in who are of checkered, characters and all that. But it will be difficult to say you are not going to find one or two slipping through. But when they slip through, some of us expect that the police are mandated to, dig those people out and prosecute them.
So, I thank you very much.